Hello YouTube, this is Airsoft Patriot 770 and I'm back with another video. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done another video. I have several videos I need to be doing, but right now this video is going to be talking about this is a video for the parents of kids who want to play Airsoft. I noticed on my demographic I had like ages 45 to 50 on my of males and females both watching, so I'm thinking those are parents. So I decided, you know what, okay, I'm going to make a video convincing or showing the dangers, the fun, everything about Airsoft. So first off, when your kid is talking about playing Airsoft, they tend to use the word BBs. Now, when you were a kid, the BBs were these metal things with the point, and they were in a BB gun that you'd pump, and it could hurt someone extremely badly. Now, the BBs that your kids are talking about are not those. They're these. These little white, not always white, but these little balls, these plastic balls. They are I've been shot like multiple times. These BBs, they feel like someone's flicking you extremely hard. Basically, it could leave a welt, it can break skin, but it will not go through skin. I've been shot in the forehead, I started to bleed, I shot right here, it made a mark, a bruise, but that's part of the game, and if you're safe about everything, which I will go into next, you should be fine with permanent damage. Like, as you can see, forehead, completely fine. I had like a huge red dot right there. It was not pretty. But anyways, so protection. What is Airsoft protection? Well, Airsoft protection is many things. It could be this. It could be this. Along with this, I suggest it could be anywhere from body armor to neck protection to anything like that. So what I'm going to go into first is the most important safety in Airsoft. The most important necessary thing you must have in Airsoft are goggles. Goggles, glasses, anything that will protect the player from BBs coming in contact with their eyes. Now these have to be full seal. They can't, most fields require full seal so that no BBs can enter. So if you're going to be letting your kid go ahead and play Airsoft, go ahead and please make sure that they have goggles at all times when playing. They're not allowed to have a Airsoft gun in their hands without the goggles. Now, for those parents who have younger kids and really do not want their kid to get hurt in their face too badly, this is the way to go. These are paintball masks, and as you can see, they cover my face entirely. Nope, my ears are being covered, my top of my head's being covered, and my eyes and my mouth is being covered. Now, as an Airsoft player, this is annoying as hell. I'm sorry. This is just not. I don't like using those. If I have to, I will use these because it's safety and it should be taken above all precautions. But I tend to use goggles along with the face mask. The reason why I use the face mask is because I had braces, so my teeth, I don't want them to get knocked out. So I usually wear this. I always wear this. Not usually, I always wear this. So I just slide this over my face as so, and it protects my teeth from all incoming BBs. And it also covers my cheeks and my nose, so that like my nose won't get whacked. And if you could say, oh, if your kids are saying like, oh, my goggles won't fit with it, here you go. It fits perfectly fine. This is what I wear whenever I go out airsofting. So basically, as a parent, you want to make sure that your kid is protecting their eyes and mouth at all times. The lower face mask is probably what your kid is going to want the most, because then it allows air to come in and be cool so they're not sweating out there, and they can also talk freely. The next thing I want to go into is body protection. Other than the face, the next part of the body that needs to be protected, in my opinion, is the throat. Because it's painful to get shot in the throat more than anywhere else. So what I have is this schmog thing. It's basically, you might not know it, but if you think of like the Middle East, the head wraps they wear, this is what this is. It's a schmog. So what I do is I put it around my neck, I bring it around, and I just tuck it in. and it protects my neck from incoming BBs. So if it hits, it's not going to hit with as much force as it would if I did not have this on. So this protects my neck from being shot, just skin to BB. So you really need to make sure that your kid has, like, he doesn't have to, but I suggest the neck and the lower face mask, or full face mask if you want that. But the goggles is a must. Also, when your kids are playing with these guns, do not make sure you tell them that do not look down the barrel ever. Please, please, please do not look down the barrel. For all the kids watching, all the parents, make sure you tell your kids that if something goes wrong and the gun just cycles a BB, they could get blinded if they're not wearing the goggles. So basically, I'm going to do a rundown of all the risks of playing Airsoft. So the risks of playing Airsoft is basically of any other sport. You're running, you're jumping, you're sliding, you're all doing that stuff. So it's very, not highly likely, but if your kid sprains something, that's expected. I mean, this is kind of like a combat deal. So you're going to be running, doing whatever you can to not get shot by BBs. So this is just something you have to be careful with. Anything they do, football, baseball, soccer, that you're facing all these things. So this is just a sport. If you're okay with your kid playing a sport, you should be okay with that. Now the other thing is if they are not wearing their goggles. This is very important. If they're not wearing their goggles, they could be blinded by an incoming BB. The BBs, they go about from anywhere from 100 feet per second to 600 feet per second. 600 feet per second, almost always, if within 50 feet, will make skin bleed. It will make you bleed. So they usually have limits on how far away you can shoot people with FPSs, like feet per seconds, for your guns. But in case if something goes wrong, you need to make sure that you're always wearing this around when there's ever a loaded airsoft gun around. If you do not, you are taking the risk of losing your eyes. So you need to have these at all costs. They have very nice goggles for Airsoft, and it shouldn't be something that should keep you behind about getting about letting your kids play. It's just about responsibility of keeping the goggles on whenever there's a loaded Airsoft gun around. And the next thing I want to get into is body protection. Leg protection you don't need to really worry about. Getting shot in the leg doesn't hurt that much. But body protection, some kids might have not a high pain tolerance. So I wear a vest. It's just a vest that holds my ammo, holds everything. So it kind of works for two functions. One, it holds everything I need, and two, it when I get hit, I don't feel it there. I just know when I get hit because I hear the sound, so I call myself out. So basically, the rundown is goggles and face protection. Goggles is a must. Face protection is optional, but for most parents out there, I'm assuming you guys want the face protection for your child. And full face mask for those people who really, really, really want to make sure that their kids don't get hurt while playing. This is what you really want to get. And you could even get a helmet for your kid. I have a helmet. I use it at only one field because they have this bunker that I'm too tall for, and every time I look out the window, I just whack my head. So I bring my helmet with that. So yeah, Airsoft is really not that dangerous of a sport if you are responsible. Now, parents, you need to make sure that your kids are responsible and doing everything they can, because if they get hurt, it's a tragedy for you and your family if they get hurt, and also for the airsofting community, because if there is ever a every time someone gets hurt with Airsoft, they blinding or anything, they try to make it out there so airsofting is banned by all by these anti airsofting, paintball, anything with guns people. So it's really not that fair to our community if one kid is being irresponsible and gets blinded, or even if it's like a 600 FPS gun and it's like this close to your eye and you get shot in the eye with it, it could possibly hit your brain. I'm sorry to say, but it can. If in the right circumstances, a airsoft gun can go through your eye into your brain and could possibly kill you. Now, that is just a extremely rare occasion. most likely, there's never been a death in Airsoft. Never been a death. I need to put that out there. There's never been a death in Airsoft in its entire history, starting from the 60s. So you don't have to worry about your kid dying or anything. It's all safe. These in Airsoft are the most important things. So parents, make sure you have goggles for your kids. If they have goggles, they will be perfectly fine. They will be perfectly fine, I guarantee it. So that pretty much wraps up my video. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Parents, let your kids play Airsoft unless you think they're too irresponsible. Then sanction it. Make sure that put limits on what they can do, but allow them to play Airsoft. It took me 2 years to convince my parents to allow me to play Airsoft. Just go ahead and do it. It's not that big of a deal. Just make sure they have eye protection. That's the biggest thing. So this is Airsoft Patriot signing out. I'll see you later.